How much car insurance do I need? Hopefully you're asking this question before you get in any sort of an accident and not after. So how much coverage do you need to make sure that you're protected? Let's break it down. So you are required to have auto insurance to drive a car, and state laws require you to have a minimum amount of coverage. In Utah, that amount of coverage is $30,000. But is the minimum going to be enough for you to be protected? Probably not. Keep in mind that auto insurance protects you in two ways. The first way is if you cause an accident and injure someone and they have medical bills or they miss work, they can come after you so that you have to pay for those medical bills and their lost wages and for the pain and suffering that they've been through. So you want enough insurance to cover you to make sure that if you cause an accident, the person that you injured is not going to be able to come after your house or your cars or your bank accounts. The other way that auto insurance protects you is if someone injures you and they don't have enough coverage, insurance coverage, to pay for your medical bills, lost wages, pain and suffering, then you can turn to your own insurance with what's called underinsured motorist coverage. And your own insurance will then pay whatever bills and lost wages and pain and suffering that the other person's insurance doesn't cover. So with that in mind, how much is enough? It can be a complicated question. Like I said, at a minimum, you want enough coverage to make sure that all of your possessions are covered so that you have enough insurance coverage that, for example, matches whatever equity you have in your house. On the flip side, it's sort of hard to tell if you're in an accident, what are your medical expenses going to be? We don't know, but they're probably going to be more than $30,000. We have had many clients who go to the emergency room and come home with a $20,000 bill. Medical bills can get high really quickly. If you spend any amount of time in the hospital, you're going to be far over that $30,000. So it's good to get yourself some extra coverage for yourself as well in case the driver who injures you doesn't have enough coverage. The good news is that raising the amount of coverage you have doesn't add that much to your monthly policy. So it's a good idea to sit down with an insurance agent. I know it's easy to just log on to some website and fill out the form by yourself and choose the minimum amount of coverage, but you really need to sit down with an insurance agent, talk through with them what the right amount of coverage is, and you can see for yourself how much increasing or decreasing your coverage will change your premium. And you can find that right amount of coverage that's the right balance between covering you, protecting you in case of an accident, whether you cause it or someone else causes it, and not breaking the bank with the amount that you're paying in your premium every month. One thing to keep in mind as you're considering whether or not you're protected is that you really need to be protected. So if you injure someone and they come after you and you don't have enough coverage, I mean, they can go after your house, your car, the socks in your sock drawer. So you gotta, and this does happen from time to time, that people who have been injured in an accident will try to go after someone's house. So when we talk about having enough coverage that and being protected, that's what we're talking about. I mean, if you have a house, you want to keep your house, right? So it really does matter that you get enough coverage that you're protected. Not having enough coverage can create real problems. I can't tell you how many cases we've had where we have a client who's seriously injured and there just is not enough insurance coverage available to help them. So one more extreme example, we had a client, they were struck in a crosswalk, spent about a month in the hospital, medical bills alone over, several $100,000. And this person has some ongoing, probably lifelong, permanent symptoms. And how much coverage was available? About $50,000. The driver who hit them had about $50,000 in coverage, and this person did not have any underinsured motorist coverage. So we did what we could to help them get some money in their pocket, take care of their medical bills, and we were able to negotiate that and get that taken care of. But this person could really have used a lot more coverage, and they would be in a much better spot today if they had the coverage they needed, and if the driver who hit them had the coverage that they needed as well. So the bottom line is you need to have enough coverage to protect yourself. And like I said, I hope you're watching this before you've been in an accident and not after. So if you can, go talk to an insurance agent, review what your coverage is, make sure that you have enough coverage to protect yourself. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.